Ah. So this is how the yogis have attained their essential nature, the Atmic self. Repeat after me. Vacho yasman nivartante, vacho yasman nivartante, tadvaktum kena shakyate, tadvaktum kena shakyate, prapancho yadi vaktavyah, prapancho yadi vaktavyah, sopi shabda vivarjitah, sopi shabda vivarjitah, इति वा तद्भवेन् मौनम्, इति वा तद्भवेत् मौनम्, सतां सहज संज्ञितम्, सतां सहज संज्ञितम्, गिरा मौनं तु बालानां, गिरा मौनं तु बालानां, प्रयुक्तं ब्रह्मवादिभिः, प्रयुक्तं ब्रह्मवादिभिः. In these two verses, it is said, who can describe that reality? Who can describe when the words cannot illuminate it, mind cannot comprehend it? And what is that? That which you are, the life, the consciousness, the sakshi. Mind has got no jurisdiction in that area. Mind appears in the waking and disappears. Mind appears in the dream and disappears. And mind becomes unmanifest in the deep sleep. And all this is happening in the mind only. That's the game. And it has got no jurisdiction towards that sakshi, the witness, who is watching this game coming and going. So where the words, so silence is the conscious silence is that which describes Brahman. That is your essential nature. And what is the difference between thinking and worrying? I asked few classes ago, we talked about it. What is the difference between thinking and worrying? Now, if there is yesterday when we had idli, vada and rice and sambar, at the end of the thing, she was saying that pasta is very tasty. I said, bloody, I did not get any pasta. They didn't give me any pasta. I started worrying why I was singled out for not getting the pasta. Everyone has got the pasta. That is worrying. Huh? I thought he was sleeping. Huh? So same way, when we go out there is roti, sabji, pasta, noodles. I hope all that variety is there. Sambar, rasam, rice. And there you go, oh, what should I eat? So many variety. Should I take little bit of everything or take only what I like? And this is not thinking. This is worrying. More the options, it will lead to worrying. Lesser the options, it will lead to thinking. So now, where do you get more options? When you look towards the world, there is option. Should I look at him, or should I look at her, or should I look at this fellow, or should I look at that fellow, or should I look at her? So many options. And then someone comes afterwards, because it has happened. Swami, you only look at that person, you never look at me. मैं कहा नहा के आई थी क्या? So when options are there, some comment will come from somewhere. Am I going to get disturbed because of other people's comment? Then I am the foolish one. See? So when our mind is extroverted, when our mind is looking at the world and thinking world is real, it leads to worrying. What you are worrying about? Worrying about the family, worrying about the parents, worrying about the relatives, worrying about survival, worrying about your fears, worrying about your guilts, worrying about your regrets that you should have done, worrying about your ambitions, worrying about your expectations which are not being met. Continuously worry.
Not all thoughts could be worrisome.
I'm coming to that. Not all thoughts, but majority of them. You are looking at one thought. I am looking at total life. So, in general, you are only surviving. Living only for survival is not living. It is being a donkey, carrying the load of life. You want to be free while living, like Ramchandraji was, like Krishna was, like so many saints and sages are within, and we have read there, some of them are still living. They are living in the same world, but they don't carry the load of the world. They don't carry the load of the relations. They don't carry the load of their achievements. They don't carry the load of their siddhis because they have given zero value to the world. So, what is thinking? That thinking which takes you from multiple thoughts to one thought is thinking. And when is it possible? Two places. When you are going to sleep, you think of sleep and all the world gets out of your mind, isn't it? But there you go into ignorance. Second, now these are the topics that you come to Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the Sakshi, I am the Atman. And when you keep thinking about that this Atman, which is the all-pervading principle, you don't understand it because mind cannot comprehend that all pervasiveness, infinitude, mind cannot understand. It uses the word infinite, but it does not know what infinite means because infinite is not a concept, and that you are. And when you keep thinking about it in this way, that okay, mind says I don't know it, but I'm going to pursue it. I don't know it, but I'm going to pursue it. Slowly, slowly, everything in the phenomenal world stops having impact on your mind. This is the way of the wise. Now you want to be wiser? Welcome. Wiser is no. What scriptures are telling is wrong. I will make my own life. I am going to show to the world what I am. करो अपनी कब्र खुद खोदो. कब्र मतलब dig your own grave. Nobody who has lived an extroverted life can ever be continuously happy. He can be happy, I am not saying he is not, but continuously, eternally he cannot be. And this way, here he is saying that Moman Bhavet Gira Maunam Brahmavadi Bihi. And here he says that the observance of silence by restraining speech. So don't give opinions, don't give comments, speak only if it is required to be spoken. Many people say, Swamiji, what is your opinion about Modi? What is your opinion about Rahul Gandhi? What is your opinion about Hinduism versus Islam? What is your opinion about... So many things are there. You don't have to give opinion about everything. You keep quiet. They will ask 2-3 times. When the answer doesn't come, like Shekhar, I'm practicing. Huh? No answer comes. The person who's asking automatically understands that better not mess. He's not interested. He's not interested. And then they'll take that question, go to someone else, they'll go to him. And he's been waiting. Everyone is asking question to Swamiji, nobody is asking me. I am also so wise. Come, I'll give you everything. I'll tell you. And you dig your own grave. See. And this restrainment of speech, if you want to speak, speak only good. If you want to speak, take only the name of the Lord. And in this way, contemplating on the self. And this is what the scriptures are propounding, the teachers are teaching, those who are wise, they are practicing, and that, so emulate them. If they are practicing that and they are happy for no reason, don't you think that if you practice that, you will also be happy for no reason? That is the goal, to be happy without any reason. Our happiness is only if my child behaves, then I'll be happy. For a mother, if the child eats the food, then she is happy. Our happiness is based on something or the other. We want to be happy in spite of. Then What does it mean? That should I not do all this? Should I not feed the child? No, you do it. But don't put your happiness in that basket. And in this way, recognize that don't look for an experience of happiness. If you are looking for the experience of happiness, you have objectified it. Then what is to be done? Aham Brahmasmi is not an objective experience. Aham Brahmasmi is a subjective experience where you, the I, vanishes. Then that experienceless experience begins. Adavante cha madhye cha jano yasminna vidyate yenedam satatam vyaptam sadesho vijanasmritaha. So there it was told space was one of the 15 points. What is space? Space is undisturbed. Okay, let's read what it says here and then I can explain. That solitude is known as space, wherein the universe does not exist in the beginning, in the end, or in the middle, but whereby it is pervaded at all times. Now tell me, what is that space which is equal to solitude? In this, take physical space, okay? This, we are in the waking world, this is the space. Is the space disturbed by the clashing of the galaxies, clashing of the planets or stars, or the air coming and going, and the fire burning? Does the space become dry because of air? Does the space become hot because of the fire? Does the space become wet because of water? Does it? So space is accommodating everything. Space is accommodating everything, but is undisturbed by everything, isn't it? That is our experience. But where is the space? Now we just now talked about the physical space. How do you know this physical space? How do you know this physical space? I'm asking. How do you know physical space is? Oh, you have experienced space, is it? You can experience earth, you can experience water, you can experience fire, you can experience air. You cannot experience space.
Believe that we are in space.
You believe because you see the whole universe existing somewhere, isn't it? Not only you, the entire universe is existing somewhere. That place where everything is existing is called as space. You cannot see space. You see him, you see this body and you see that body. Where there is no body in between, you call it space. But space is not an object. In yoga, it is called as either. It is akash. They call it as an element also. But my question was, how do you know space? The word space, how do you know? Not a trick question. I know space because my mouth is saying it. Your mouth is saying space because there is a mind behind, isn't it? So space is a thought in your mind. Correct? In our scriptures, one is called Bhutakash. Bhut means the physical world, outside. Bhutakash, which includes subtle also. Then there is called Chittakash. Chittakash, what is Chit? Mental space. Where are all the thoughts coming? Somewhere. What is that? I don't know what the contours are. I don't know what the parameter is. I don't know what the circumference is. But I know thoughts are coming and going. But where they are coming, I call it mind. But I have never seen the mind. Just like you have never seen the space, you have never seen the mind. So the physical space, the outside space, is only a concept in your mental space. Correct? How do you know the mental space? Where the thoughts are coming and going? Because you are conscious, isn't it? So you are the conscious space. You are supporting the mental space, you are supporting the gross space, and you are just like the quality of space is undisturbed. It is undisturbed by what it is supporting, isn't it? Mind is not disturbed by the thoughts coming and going. If you watch, thoughts are coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. Some idiot is getting disturbed called ego. Mind is not disturbed. The gross space is not disturbed because the whole world is there. It continues to be space. If the world is there, nothing has happened to the space. If the world collapses, it gets destroyed, the space continues to be space. So, finer than gross space is the mental space. Finer than mental space is the conscious space. And that conscious space you are, which is accommodating not only the subtle space but also the gross space, meaning the entire universe is being accommodated in that conscious space, but that conscious space is undisturbed, undeterred, unchanging on account of the gross or the subtle one, mental one. And that is what is meant here by the word space. And continuing, kalanat sarva bhutanam brahmadinam nimeshatah kala shabdena nirdishto yakhandananda ko dvayah. The non-dual Brahman, the pure consciousness that is of the nature of bliss, is indivisible, is denoted by the word time, since it brings into existence in the twinkling of an eye all beings from Brahma onwards. So in a moment, till you were asleep, till you were in deep sleep, you had no idea of time. You were dead to the world. You were dead to Kala. You did not know if it was day or night. You did not know you are a man or a woman. You did not know whether you are healthy or ill. You did not know whether you are waking or dreaming. Nothing, because no thought. Zero. But the moment you wake up, or say from waking you went into deep, into sleep, into dream, does the dream come first? The Ishvara came, then the Shakti came, then you're watching, Shakti became Trigunatmika, then Creator Brahma was born, then Vishnu was born, then Shiva was born, then 5 elements were born, and then slowly Aushadhi came, then the human body was made, then the soul entered. Do you see this sequence in your dream? Or in one moment, the moment you go to sleep, at that very moment, the whole world spontaneously just appears in your mind or is projected by your mind, isn't it? Instantaneously. Same way when you wake up in the morning, because we are in the sattvic state, which is waking, it happens a little bit slowly, but still, the moment you open your eyes, space, air, fire, water, earth, relationships, friends, job, everything becomes available to you instantaneously. Time, including time. Is it disturbing you people? Will you listen? छोड़ दो, ठीक है.
They're with that good. If we say they can stop it, it's not a problem.
Then try.
For half an hour.
Half an hour, then we stop. So the whole creation So the whole creation is nothing but the Leela of the Lord. It is a resolve of the divine. It is his nature. Just like sun, the nature of the sun is to have sunlight. The nature of the water is to have waves or no waves. Sometimes there are waves, sometimes there are no waves. See, na? Similarly, the nature of the Lord or the Ishvara is to express as the creation. Meaning, he expresses it through his Shakti. And in this way, when he has a desire for creation, one click and everything happens. I mean, I'm using this click, but it doesn't take. We may say the creation is gradually it has come, but when it happens instantaneously, because that is our experience. When we wake up, the whole universe appears instantaneously. All the gods appear instantaneously in the temples. They don't come one by one. First Brahma, Shivji came, then Brahma, Ganesh will come. No, they all appear to you instantaneously. In other words, here what he's saying is, at the relative level, there are 14 lokas. Bhur, Bhuva, Swa, Tapa, Jana, Maha, Satyam. Satyam is where Brahmaji lives. Brahmaji is the creator. Then you go below. The below is what is that? Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Patala, and so on. And they are in your body also. Below your coccyx is the lower 7 lokas. From the coccyx onwards, they are the 7 higher lokas, which are represented as Kundalini, the various chakras. They are the 7 lokas. All these, at the relative level, these 14 lokas, they instantly appear. They don't appear in gradually. Instantly they appear. And that's what he's saying here, that this Atma or this Lord, this divinity within us, it has the capacity to instantly create the phenomenal world and instantly collapse the phenomenal world. In its presence, this is same thing is expressed in Amrit Anubhav by Jnaneshwar Maharaj. He says the Shiva Shakti Samavesh, that the first chapter. And there Parvati ji got married to Shivji, and Shivji is sitting after marriage. What do you do after marriage? Go to honeymoon, man. But he didn't go to honeymoon, he went into meditation. And in meditation, Parvati is waiting. And after waiting for many eons, suddenly he thought, there is one way. He is not attracted to my beauty. What is that so beautiful? In Adhyatma Ramayana it's told differently. Here we are taking a different angle to it. So she starts expanding. And as she starts expanding, to expand, she has to take her attention away from Lord Shiva. Till she was looking at Shiva, the thought of expansion didn't come. Now, the desire has come that he must look at me. So what can I do? Suddenly when her attention went away, she started expanding. And as she started expanding, Lord Shiva kept slowly, he kept opening his eyes. When she has fully expanded as this creation, Lord Shiva looks at this. Wow! When you say wow, what do? Close your eyes again. This is the flux of creation. Again he goes into meditation. That means you are also doing the same thing. You go into sleep. Do you wake up by your will, or you wake up because alarm? Yeah, nowadays we put an alarm. But if you don't put alarm, still you will wake up, isn't it? Something prompts us to wake up. That is the Shakti within which prompts us. And when you wake up, the whole world. But here what we are doing, we are spending 12, 14, 16 hours continuously. Wow. And as the morning it is, you are fresh, you are alert, you are, full of energy. And as the day passes through, you start getting tired. Automatically your eyes are closing, isn't it? Shakti collapses. Where does it go? Unmanifest. And that is what is told here. Those who know this, they are the wise people. Continuing. So you are the basis, you are the foundation, not only of creation, but also of maintenance and destruction. In you, from you, the conscious principle, the mind came about. Out of that mind, the waking came about. Waking came, waking stayed, waking dissolved. Then dream came, dream stayed, dream dissolved. Correct? So you are the source of creation, maintenance and dissolution as Atma, as the consciousness, not as the body. But if you go around as body, that I am the source of creation and maintenance, then you are called Ravana. Then you are Ravana. Or you are Hiranyakashipu. Sukhe naiva bhavedyasmin najasram brahmachintanam najasram brahmachintanam asanam tadvijaniyat anam tadvijaniyat netarat sukhanashanam. Now the topic is asan. Asan means what? Posture. What is that? One should know that to be real posture in which the meditation of Brahman flows spontaneously and unceasingly, and not any other that destroys one happiness. So people think asan means going into all animal yoga positions, and that is asan. Many people think asan means that sitting in sukhasan is asan. Some people think ardha padmasan is asan. Some people think he was sitting like before, one leg on the other leg. In class, you should never sit like that. In front of teachers, you should never sit like that. When you are studying scriptures, you should never sit like that. It's a sign of ahankar. उंगली यूं यूं हिल रही है साइड की, उसके ऊपर एक हाथ रखा हुआ है, वो भी हिल रहा है. नेवर. दिस इज द करेक्ट पोजिशन इफ यू वांट. और कुर्सी पे बैठो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So what is asan? When you are sitting, asan is posture. The correct posture is when you are sitting in yourself. That is true asan. Yoga, the yoga definition of asan, the 64 different types of asan, that is not there in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It's given only in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And all are animal postures, no human posture. Which is human posture? You know? Shavasana. Shavasana is the human posture. So there in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, where it was given yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, there asana, the definition is given what? The one who sits in happiness is truly sitting. Sukh asit iti asanam. Sukham asit, sorry. Not Sukha asit. Sukham asit iti asanam. He who is sitting in joy, bliss, not that bliss which comes and goes, joy which comes and goes. He who is sitting in bliss. And where is bliss? Satchidananda Swarupoham. So when you are sitting in, that is true asana, and that is what is being told here, that don't look for the gimmicks of asana. You must be sthir, you must be steady in the asana of the self. And that's what here is told. So don't drag your consciousness into the world. Don't drag your consciousness down by by way of desires. Desire is always for the world. Desire is, maybe you leave the world, your desire is for God. People don't even think desire God. They go to devatas. Either you think desire God and merge into the God, that is also okay. But we keep shopping gods also. This God is powerful, that God is not powerful. This God is only removing obstacle, but He is not giving me any power, He is only removing obstacles. Ganpati Bappa. I want someone powerful. And we keep experimenting. This experimentation doesn't stop with gods. Then to search that God, we go to different temples. Then from temples, when we don't get answer, then we go to different ashrams. There also we don't get anything, we go to different organizations. There also we don't get anything, we go to different satsangs. How much answer is within you and you are going out and searching everywhere? Answer is within. You are the answer to yourself. Continuing, Siddham yat sarva bhutadi Vishwadhishtanam avyayam Yasmin siddha samavishtaha Stadvai siddhasanam viduhu. That which is well known as the origin of all beings and the support of the whole universe, which is immutable and in which the enlightened are completely merged, that alone is known as Siddhasana. So Siddhasana is not this. So what is Siddhasana? Where that space from which the Mahatmas function, or where they are abiding. When I move around, I was telling him or others also that when I move around with Swamiji for 1.5 months when he comes to Australia, my job is only one. Apart from organizing everything, but job is only one. To keep observing what is that space from where he is functioning. He doesn't get disturbed, he doesn't want anything. Anyone asks, what is it? He says, ask him. Where he is going to get breakfast from, where he is getting lunch from, I am experiencing that with him. So I didn't understand, but where you give up everything, you are not disturbed even an iota about anything. If people say, let's go, let's go. No, not go. स्वामी जी ब्रेकफास्ट में कुछ नहीं आज, चलो हवा खाओ, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. No will. No desire. Why? There is no will and no desire? Because you are complete. Siddhasana is that posture where you feel or you know that you are the source, that you are all that there is, in spite of the variety. And in our, if we have come across masters, good. But from Puranas or historical, Krishna was one of them. Complete person, living, doing everything that the situation demands in life, but never disturbed even an iota within himself. Oh, that is God. That He alone is functioning within you. Invoke Him. Be one with Him. Continuing, Yanmulam sarvabhutanam Yanmulam chitta bandhanam Mula bandha sada sevyo Yogyo sauraja yoginam Mula bandha. You all have done some yoga and all that. What is Mula Bandha, you know? No, you have done yoga. To tell what is your Mula Bandha?
It is
Locking the anus. So Mooladhara, Mula is your anus from where you defecate. And you can feel, when if you are not, Mula Bandha is, you can do it right now. You can just pull it in and the anus gets pulled in, isn't it? Those who don't do that regularly, they get piles because the skin from inside comes outside and it gets infected. Mool bandh karke rakho. This is at a yoga level. But what is Moola Bandha here? According to the scripture, we are not talking from yoga point of view. He says that Brahman which is the root of all existence. So Moola is the root, Mool is the base. We want to in Moola बंद करने से क्या होगा? Kundalini will jagrit. The snake will wake up after some time. I remember those days when my grandfather initiated me and he said, okay, breathe in so many times, hold so many times, and then when you are breathing out 8 times, and then when the last bit of breath has gone, you hit the Mooladhar. You pull it in so that that hit comes. And you practice, and slowly the fire starts going up the spine, the snake starts going up the spine, the ants start crawling up the spine, the frog starts jumping up the spine. There different experiences happen. But then when you stop doing that, all of them they go back. Then you search, where's the ant gone, where's the frog gone, where's the snake gone? But when there is willpower, where there is desire, then these exercises do, and there must be if you are oriented towards that, then you must practice something. But here it is told that the straightforward method, without any distractions, without any doubt, if you go to the Brahman, which is the root of all existence, because Brahman itself is called existence, consciousness and bliss. So if he is the root, what is the root for all the waves? Water. What is the root for all the ornaments? Gold. What is the root for the total creation?
Brahma.
Consciousness? No. Brahma is only creator. There is maintainer also, destroyer also. Who is their boss? Brahman. Not Brahma, Brahman. He has got no form. So he is the root, Brahman is the root, and here it is told, and on which and if the mind is continuously contemplating on that Brahman principle as the self, I am Atma Brahma. This Atma that I am, this witnessing consciousness that I am, is nothing but Brahman, the total consciousness. Brahman here means total consciousness. Atma means the consciousness expressing through this body. Jivatma means that Atma which thinks this body I am is Jivatma. So understand the terminology also. You know that. I'm just repeating. So in this way, when the mind is continuously attentive of the root, meaning of the base, meaning of the substratum, meaning of the foundation on which everything is, then you are rooted. And that is called Moola Bandha. How beautiful definition. Rather than sitting here and karte raho, and afterwards have some pain in your coccyx. And this should be practiced by the yogis and not that physical one. And this way, and as you focus on this, automatically that mind which is focused on contemplating on the Brahman, after some time it will get absorbed, pulled, sucked away into the Brahman. Anganam samatam vidyat same brahmani linatam no chennaiva samanatvam vasamanatvam rujutvam shushka vrukshavata. Absorption, that was the next point that was told there. Of the 15 points, absorption in the uniform Brahman should be known as the equipoise of the limbs. Equipoise does not mean that you are sitting still for 3 hours, 4 hours. After that, what? Frustration. Take revenge on everyone else. I meditated for 3 hours. There was one person, I often quote this person. There are in ashrams, there are someone called kotwals. Kotwals are like havaldars. तो कोतवाली के कोतवाल होते हैं ना, तो like a police station's in charge. He's not, if there is no sub-inspector and inspector, then there is a havaldar. Havaldar bhi nahi hai to kotwal hota hai. So these are kotwals. What they do, if I want to give bhandara for 200 sadhus, if I go to Badrinath, I go do that many times. Badrinath, if I go, Kedarnath, I go, Rishikesh, now I'm going, we'll be feeding Mahatmas. So we call one kotwal, bhai, tomorrow I want to feed 200. So he will have 200 slips. He will go and find 200 sadhus and invite them for the bhandara. That is his job. So there used to be one kotwal in Badrinath. He had taken a vow for 17 years. He did not speak because he was practicing maunam. Understand what our maunam was or what his is. He did not speak for 17 years. Maunam. But he will do the job of kotwal. Go. But no speaking. And one day, about 10 years ago, I met him in Varanasi. And I was living in an ashram, and I was doing the bhandara. So the head of the ashram, he called the kotwal. Arey, this one I know. He is the same kotwal in Badrinath also. He used to call all the sadhus. And the moment he came to know that I know him, he started talking like a machine gun fire. I could not speak one word after that. And the head of the ashram there, he said, Swamiji, after 17 years, he is taking revenge for those 17 years. He doesn't stop. He just talks. Because he misunderstood what maunam means. Maunam is not against talking and not talking. Silence. Maunam means where you don't lose the equipoise. You don't get over-involved, and you are not totally withdrawn also. Equipoise means everything is happening in balance. You are thinking also, but not overthinking. You are eating also, but not overeating or not eating. That is equipoise. Living a balanced life. Here, the attitude of balance is from within, not at a physical level. A physical level is the expression of that inner equipoise. And what is that equipoise? Here is told that absorption in that unchanging, constant, foundational principle which is called atma or brahman. That is called equipoise. And once you are there, automatically the mind does not impact you, the senses don't impact you, the limbs of the body don't impact you, the world does not impact you. Why? You are the source. You are the substratum. You are all that there is. Once Angulimal, you heard of Angulimal? Once Buddha, our Gautam Buddha, he was walking around and going through the jungle, and this Angulimal, he had been done wrong by the king of that kingdom. He was a priest, he was a guru, he was teaching, and he was falsely accused of being a thief because some thieves had kept the stolen wares in his house, and because he was a Brahmin, so the king, he said, I can't punish you, I just desh nikala karta hu, you leave the kingdom. So he said, no fault of mine, I have been done wrong, I am going to teach every person who comes from the kingdom here, I'll kill them. And what, he didn't kill them, but he used to cut their thumb and hang it around. So he wanted to make a garland of 108 thumbs. And 107 he has achieved, and the 108th he has to get. And he was doing it with full dedication. And the 108th person he found was Gautam Buddha. And Gautam Buddha came and from behind he came, and with the sword he was about to cut. And he put his hand up, his hand did not come down. The sword also in the air, and he also. Gautam Buddha does not know that Angulimal is standing at the back, that he is wanting to kill him or he is wanting to dismember him. But he was ever, he used to walk like this, isn't it? That is equipoise. He became one of his greatest disciples. Why only Gautam Buddha we have never come across? You have come across Ammachi, Mata Amritanandmayi Ma? You have heard of her? When she was young, in her teens, many young boys, those who are still sannyasis with her, they used to hang around her, and she used to initiate them, she used to take them into meditation, and her father had a small hut somewhere far away in Kerala, and she used to go there, and her brother did not like this at all. And one day when she had gone there with these followers, the young boys, he thought she's doing something wrong there, because all young boys, maybe 1 or 2 years younger, maybe her same age, what is she doing? And he couldn't pinpoint. But when your mind is so blinded, he couldn't see the divinity in her. Like Ravana could not see divinity in Ram. See? And he went with his friends with swords and spears. आज तो इसको खत्म कर दूंगा. And he went. And when he went in there, same thing happened. They all lifted their swords and spears to kill, and their hands won't come down. And within 1 week or 1 month, all of them died. None of them was living. Someone had an accident, someone had a disease, something or the other, because you are playing with divinity. She didn't wish, she didn't do anything. She is just going on teaching the children, the other fellows, but all this happened. So, just like nothing, no harm can come to such a person who is abiding in the self. Similarly, this whole creation cannot make a dent upon a person who is in equipoise. Once I was at, now Gautam Buddha का आ गया तो दलाई लामा का भी इंसिडेंट सुन लो. Once I was in Singapore airport and I was waiting for my flight, still 1.5, 2 hours left. So from the same thing, the Sydney flight was also coming, and Dalai Lama was going to Sydney and then coming to Melbourne. So suddenly I saw, Hare Bapre, Dalai Lama coming from far away, or 20-30 people surrounding him, and all coming, someone on this walkie-talkie, another road, and direct straight away entry into first class, no? Or business class, whatever. And I stood up. I said, Chalo, Dalai Lama, first time I'm seeing, I'll get darshan, I'll touch his feet if he allows. But looking at the crowd, they were saying, keeping everyone away. But Dalai Lama walked, came straight in front of me. I touched his feet. He picked me up. And they have a tradition. They don't have touching feet business. They touch the head. He touched his forehead to my forehead. And when he touched, I burst out laughing. I said, Swamiji, he says, yeah, he's smiling. He's always smiling. I said, Swamiji, all data transferred. And he laughed. He laughed. And he says, oh, without Sanatan Dharma, Buddhism is nowhere. First time I am hearing him saying that without Sanatan Dharma, and same year he addressed the VHP conference in Delhi, as how Sanatan Dharma is the foundational culture out of which Buddhism has come, Jainism has come, Zoroastrianism has come, all the various philosophies, the Nyaya, the Sankhya, everything has come out of the Sanatan Dharma itself. including a dualist philosophy, including non-dualist philosophy, including agnostic and agnostic. If you are a believer, so also we accept. If you are a non-believer, also included in Sanatana Dharma. We have that thought also. So, and it was a wonderful experience at that time. So here he is saying, and he, the Dalai Lama, he is ever in that equipoise, always smiling. You will never see him disturbed by anything. Now he is what, 90 years I think. Otherwise, here it says, our Swamiji says very fantastic statement. Don't straighten the body or don't twist the body. Then what do? Straighten the mind. Twisting the body is not going to take you anywhere. You stop, it will again become stiff. You have to keep doing it for the rest of your life. So live naturally, live sahaj. And while living wherever life has placed you, as a sannyasi, as a yogi, as a married fellow, as a parent, whatever, keep facing whatever is coming. But how do you face? By coming to the source, being the source. From that point, you deal with everything in life. Everything will fall in place. And drishtim jnanamayim kritva pashyed brahmamayam jagat sa drushti paramodara nanasagravalokini what is here it says, converting the ordinary vision into one of knowledge, one should view the world as Brahman itself. This is the noblest vision. What is the correct vision? This is the vision that divinity is not somewhere above the clouds, that divinity is not in the temples, that divinity is not only in the picture of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh or Devi or Subramanya or Ayyappa, that divinity is not a very difficult to attain. These are all wrong conclusions of life. Divinity is your essential nature. The whole world is nothing but divinity, not as the form, but as the essence. In everyone there is nothing but divinity functioning. Without divinity, how does it function? As life. Appreciate that. In Konkan, I don't know, you call it, or I don't know if your wife calls you or you call your wife. In Konkan, in Maharashtra, the husband calls his wife Devi. The wife calls her husband Deva. Naturally. What do you, in Kannada you say Ri or something, no? In your, in Tamil what do you say? No word. Aho. Maharashtra, Aho. Aho. हाँ अहो बोलते हो तुम, महाराष्ट्र में भी अहो बोलते हैं. In Kannada, Ri. In every part of India there is some name or the other. But here in Konkan they call it Deva, Devi. Nice. At least fake it till you make it. Give the benefit of the doubt. Deva. Angry Deva today. Sleepy Deva today. Huh? So this is the correct vision. So rather than in yoga, what do they say? Bring your attention to the tip of your nose. You bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Then what will happen? The third eye starts, the spandan starts. And slowly headache begins. Don't do single pointed exercise like that. You will get a massive headache. Then what do? shift your attention to the Brahman. Shift your attention to the conscious principle. If not, shift your attention to the witness. Be the witness. This is the best vision. This is the way to make your mind single pointed, and rather than focus and become concentrated on the tip of your nose, be concentrated and focused in a natural, effortless way by shifting your attention from the world, from the body, from the breath, from the mind, from the intellect to the conscious principle that you are. Drashtu darshana drisyanam viramo yatra va bhavet drishtis tatraiva kartavya nanasagravalokini. Or one should direct one's vision to that alone, where all distinctions of the seer, sight and seen cease, and not to the tip of the nose. So where you know the whole world as how I am the seer, you are the seen, the eyes are the instrument of vision, isn't it? Ears are the hearer, I am the hearer, ears are the instrument, and you are the heard. This way it is going on. Everything it is going on like that. So 3 components are required for every thought to appear: the subject, the object, and the instrument of knowledge. Correct? Seer, the conscious principle. Right now here, the jiva, the I thought is the subject, you are the object, and my eyes are the instrument through which I am the seeing is taking place. So here he is saying that where the distinction between the subject, object and the instrument of knowledge merge into each other. Where will they merge? You are the seer, you are the hearer, you are the seer, you are the hearer, you are the smeller, you are the taster, you are the thinker. Where do all these subjects with the objects, subject can appear only if the object is there. If wife is not there, mother is there, will the husband come out of the man? No. If the wife is there, will the हो जाता है कभी कभी ये वाला, will the son come out of the man? Someone came to meet me the other day. She says, nowadays I am being a mother to my husband because he is very sick. So she has never experienced that relationship, because since she got married he is sick, so continuously taking care of him. But now he is getting worse, so now he is not even independent, so she has to nurse him, go to work and nurse him at the same time. So she says, I don't have kids, but now I know what motherhood is, because she's taking care of him like a mother. So where just like in deep sleep, all the seer subjects, all the objects, all the roles that you play, everything gets collapsed. What is that source? Consciously, not by going to sleep, consciously, where the seer seen, seeing, hearer heard, hearing, waker waking, waking experience, dreamer dream world, dream experience. What is the source of all this? Being focused on that, being attentive of that, is called as ekagrata, is called as correct vision. Rather than, here it is told in yoga, take your attention from everywhere and nasagre, bring your attention. At the front of your nose, bring your attention, and the kundalini will rise. So here we are not into all that. And in this way, contemplating on this principle, contemplating on this atman is emphasized again and again by uh, and don't get lost in gazing at the tip of the nose, which is going to give you only headache. Continuing with this, next verse, we'll see that verse in our tomorrow's class. We'll conclude here. So don't poke your nose anywhere, everywhere. Don't focus on the nose, tip of the nose, don't poke your nose. Then what do? Be attentive, be in the equipoise. See, you are the source from where the waking world and waking experience is coming and going back. Dreamer, dream world, dream experience is coming and going back. That is the total. But at individual level, here also, if that is happening, then here also, hearer, hearing and hearing experience is coming from that source only. Seer, seen, seeing is coming from that source only. Start putting attention on that source. What is that source? The one who is undisturbed by everything that is coming and going. That one who is undisturbed by every thought which is coming and going. That one who is undisturbed by every breath which is coming and going. Every action which is coming and going. That you are. Reclaim your divinity rather than live under the load of responsibility. Let the divine handle all. You all talk about leverage, isn't it? You put $10 into the share market and you want 1,000 rupees back. That is leverage. Isn't it? You understand leverage? Doing more with less. Little bit investment, maximum return. Coming back to the self is minimum investment, maximum return, once and for all. Godspeed to that. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.